everybody go?
Yeah, what's going on here?
What the hell's going on? Where's everybody going?
Bye bye.
Oh, where is everyone?
Gone already.
Now there. It opens, stops the monkeys getting in. You open it, these guys built it.
Oh, nice, beautiful.
That's the Matwalas. So you can go in there as like a nature.
You can just use the setup.
Really honest?
Another brick out of the wall. I've known them for a bit, but not really. No, they come and get eggs down again. That's a reason for this area. And then they just come and check out our place. So they started describing it. This is an accidental find. They kind of bought the house about 2 years ago. And they, we're talking about it this morning. Yeah, and then they just bought the house. And then they saw there's a fence to the back up there, and there's a very wild forest around or below it, and they started hacking down, and they met another guy hacking up who lives down there, and they just claimed this whole forest, and this is theirs. It's nobody else's, theirs and that guy. They worked together and they opened it up, and you know, it's just amazing. Yeah, so you'll see. Words can't do anything about this. Yeah, so there's food foresting in there, there's already established coffee trees from Madagascar that the army guys planted here. Remember I told you they were hanging out there on weekends, the Brits camping down there and then going for the week to war. The lady Smith against the Boers and then coming to Philly. Yeah, no. Yeah, check all the lots of arrow trees obviously, and then coffee there, there are all these coffees everywhere. So it's flippin' cool, man. You can see what it can happen, you know? All these different biomes that you can just go chomp and have a bloody go. Like yours also, you've also got a bloody food forest. Yeah. When you look at your place like a food forest thing, everything's safe. You're like, oh, okay. There's no all those rules. There's like English garden, some garden, or what was those guys, you know? Veg gardening 101. None of it actually applies anymore. You go out, you look, you go both. Yeah. There's precies wat ek wou sê. That you put it so nicely. What's that? Poetry, yeah. Exactly. Grassroots poetry, that. Yep. And again, it's weird because at some point you look up, if you go to the edge of the forest in another direction, there's checkers up there, you know? Like these odd pockets in KZN always. It's absolute paradise amongst the other world, the matrix, I suppose. That's just so crazy to see these guns. Yes, they're stunning, these guns. Yeah, so Chris said if it's very wild wind and stuff, don't come. The gums like to drop branches, and then I know from old Animalia also. Yeah, they just, I mean, I told them we always protect it, but okay. I get you. I know that. Those things, every time there was a storm at old Animalia, I'm like, okay. And I hear the branches drop. Is it on the stools, is it on the horse, is it on the stable, is it on a person? But yeah, you throw out your kinetic energy. Now we go to the left. There's lots to explore to the right, everywhere we have done it. They've got a cage here for birds that are being rescued, and then they keep them in the cage for birds, and then they let them go, that kind of thing. And crows, rescue animals, people also bring little bucks to set them free here. It's really cool. I mean, going forward, my brain, I could even capture it a picture. I won't overwhelm them yet. So that spinach I was talking about, this also looks like...
Yes, but check it out, bro.
Yeah.
This is not it, bro.
That's not the Okinawa, that's
No,
almost
but
it.
check how funny.
Yeah.
Because I figured it out, because I've got them growing next to each other.
Yes,
It's
okay.
this little round, you see how it's doing the round?
Yeah.
These flowers, and they come up purple, but it's deceptive, because when they come up short like that and they're furry, you think, oh, and it's got the same stem.
Yes.
But if you put the two next to each other, the Okinawa keeps a very, very sharp edge.
Okay.
And the flowers come up orange.
Okay, that's a cool check.
I was so stoked, because
That's
I've had
very
it
cool
twice,
to check.
because I've checked it in the garden.
How beautiful
and
are
I've
these
seen them in
dancing
trails
ladies?
growing right next to each other.
That is very cool.
And you can see it when they get bigger. These ones, they get very, but the ones that we're seeing there, they get
Yeah.
very round, but they got the same stem.
That's,
And they're
that's
nice,
cool.
bro. We charted. I made another green bean stew on Tuesday,
Bad.
and we had 5 things, all from the garden, that are properly identified now. Yeah, this is the round one.
Yeah, so that's...
So, and it's, but they're not all.
Okay, so
they're
that-
creeping foxglove.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then that's what it does there. But you also have that one that's not the creeping fox,
Yes.
right? And like, you know, so when you get chomped, you don't all get eaten at the same time. Just check.
Here's the Goticolas.
Check.
Here's the Goticola, so that's
Yeah, cool. Again, I don't like eating this because it's like sort of a slimy thing, but you can, I mean,
this
the
one.
chickens
Look
and the
here.
ducks love it.
This one, look, that's a little bit sharper, but I don't know. It would have to be a
That
bit
doesn't
bigger.
look to me, this guy. Isn't that baby of these guys?
Yeah.
But again, you see, they are plants
I know,
are
when
very
it's
cool.
small, yeah, they start to
They're
get around.
camos, so that everybody can...
But it's just interesting that you find them together.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what you're saying, though, eh?
I reckon that's
Yours
part
is
of
stuck
their
there.
door, you know. That's why one can grow food forests, because you have so many things that look like each other, and then they ward off and they scare off the guy.
I also wonder if you don't get the spinach one because it is. I wonder if it gets charred by something else.
Yeah, very possible, because as soon as a human can eat it, it's going to be yummy for everybody.
Have you eaten the delicious monster fruit?
No.
This guy's eating this delicious one.
Okay, nice. Yeah, Connor, some of the creatures also.
Apparently it's very, like Lulu was saying, unless you eat it the way that it's supposed to be eaten, you can poison yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm always a bit wary of those kind of things, but mushrooms also only cooked in a certain way. It's a bit like a puffer fish.
Yeah.
It can kill you. It's a bit like playing Russian roulette. But yeah, here's another coffee tree. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, amazing. Oh, there's the beehive. It was actually a bird nest with the bees
Oh,
built in.
yeah, boy.
The bees beside the nest there is also the probably full of bees. So how's it? Hug, today.
Yes. Too much love.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Yeah, so down here, this is a gated community, and there's only 2 guys that are interested in what goes on here. They help to do it. That's what my other guys are for here, for their gift. And everybody else doesn't give a hoot of what's green.
And this is right on their doorstep.
Yeah, so it's a twins, Mervyn and the brothers stay in each house.
Oh, wow.
And Mervyn's done most of the work down here. Woodwork, the path, relaying the river so it doesn't flood, the dam.
Is this in here?
Yeah, so that's Mervyn here. I think they're half of the left.
Nice place.
Hello!
Hello, hello.
Ash, what do you think? Hello, Mervyn.
Nice. Amazing, yes. No problem. Such a beautiful place. Oh, nice. Very beautiful. Sehr schön, sehr schön. Oh, nice. Muito beleza! Yes, baby! Look at this! Waterfalls all over! Oh man, I can't believe it! So beautiful! This is like a small paradise! Oh, look at this! Ah! Espero que essas madeiras estejam boas. Porque senão a queda é grande. Olha isso, papai. O que é isso? Que lugar maravilhoso. Que delícia, cara. Nossa senhora, que é isso? Paraíso, hein? Minha bateria tá acabando, mas impressionante, hein? Impressionante. Vamos filmar até o final. O que é isso, papai? Coisa linda, maravilhosa. Delícia. Nossa, que delícia, cara. Olha lá. Escorregadio. Paranauê, Paranauê, Paraná, Paranauê, Paranauê, Paraná. This table, things are almost over already. Those are delicious foods, muito gostoso, cara. Que benção, né? Uma casa boliviana, aqui na África do Sul. Fortes café. Morou em Moçambique, na verdade? Aquela xeretada maravilhosa. O pessoal do CrossFit. Yes, nice artists. Lusiki Siki.